Well, Bruce, what part of that one are you most proud of?
Well, we got to the finish line with 2 points, and we did it in regulation. Made it a little difficult ourselves late with the penalty kill, but I liked our third. I didn't like our second at all. Loved our first, and that's why I think you saw different pieces of we were very good. I thought below average, then good. And it was enough today. We're still striving for that 60 minutes, but I'd say, winning the hockey game is what matters, and we found a way to make the plays at the right time and defend really well in the third on the road against a good team.
Just heard you talking to Ilya Samsonov. What did you see out of him?
I thought he was very good. The goals, the guy's the leading scorer in the league, right? And they're good shots. First one he had, I don't think any chance at. It was a bang play, and we did that to him in the second period as well. So, and then, like I said, I just told him that, if you don't know our schedule, we weren't on the ice yesterday as a team, so we had to go out at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning in Edmonton just to get a little work, and we didn't skate today. So Friday's the last time he's on the ice, right? So I think it's a tough start for him. In the back-to-back, there's just a way he didn't get his normal time to prepare. So I like the fact that he went out of his way to make sure he was ready individually, and it showed. He was very good.
You mentioned the penalty late, but as the season goes on, you get closer to the end of the regular season playoffs. I would imagine it's good to have those kind of experiences where you shut a game down in that situation.
Yeah, listen, everything that when things go well, you build for later on. I've always said that. Our first period is, I told the guys, that's how you win in April and May and June. You do good things in the O-zone. You control pucks there. It's not all a rush game. We did score in the power play, but you have to be able to play in the O-zone and score. We learned that last year. That's what let us down, I think, against Dallas. And we did it better in the previous playoff season. So that's our goal. We want to be winners at the end. So let's build parts of our game that need building, and maybe that'll be one at the end. I think that when you get down to a 4-on-6 at the end with a minute to go, it's will. It's guys that are going to will the puck out of the net by blocking shots, getting clear, sticks in lanes. That's hard to coach, but the offensive zone stuff we're really working on, and we've seen bits and pieces of this trip, right? And it's coming, but we'll keep pounding away on that because you play teams like Minnesota. Edmonton's a good defensive team. People don't realize how good they are. Winnipeg plays well. We've seen LA and so that's. You got to find ways to create offense that doesn't come as easy as just rush chances and undisciplined teams that take a lot of power penalties.
Overall, pretty happy with the road trip, though?
Yeah, I mean, we played one of our best. We played pretty well in Edmonton. The game we lost in terms of offense was probably our best offensive output of the week. In terms of what we generated, we just gave up too much. So, you're playing against three, to me, very good teams out west. We put ourselves in that category. I know there's other ones, but to me, and you can go on the road and win and check well for the most part and not spend a bunch of time in the penalty box, just play the right way. And we just got to do it now a little longer.
Any update on Barbashev?
No, he left, obviously did not come back, wasn't feeling up to it. So we don't play till Thursday now. So we'll get a look at him when we get back to Vegas tomorrow. Or we'll get back tonight, but he'll get a look at him tomorrow and probably have an idea of how that'll play out.
Upper, lower?
It's upper.
What are you learning about Olofsson?
Well, he can score. We did know that. We wouldn't know how much it would come. He did it in Buffalo. What I've learned is he's a more conscientious player than I probably would have given credit for in terms of away from the puck and board work and stick details. So that's good. That means you can use him in different. It's not just hiding him against certain lines or finding spots for him against other teams, weaker, deep, whatever. He can play. You're not thinking about that. That's what I've seen so far. I will say this, Gary's probably fresher than most of the players out there because he missed time. That's the one advantage of missing. He's got a little more zip than some of the other guys on both sides. But it's not just a goal scoring. There's lots more to his game than that.
What's to say about Brett Howden that when you lose Barbashev, you use Howden all the way up and down your lineup?
Stevenson and Stone playoffs, right? He scored goals for us. He can play with skill guys. He's not going to drive a skill line. He's not. But he can certainly complement it. And what's he up to, 11 goals now? So he knows how to finish. He knows where to go. It gives you a left stick out there that can take face-offs too. So it's especially when you're tied or you have the lead in games. And he's a penalty killer. So he knows how to play a 200-foot game. So I've always thankful to have him in our lineup. And some days he might be towards the bottom playing on a more direct line. Other days he might be a little more skill line. And he's been able to not lose his game and his identity playing in both situations.
When you lose a forward like that, Bruce, is it a challenge to rejigger your lineup on the fly like that?
It was a little today because we got left sticks that are playing right, et cetera, and then you're trying not to lose like a centerman like Hurdle, who's a left stick as well. So I think for a bit, some players may have. Normally, it's a little smoother. It happens so early, but at the end of the day, that's our job. We got to figure it out. And I think the minutes ended up being, for the guys that probably deserve to play, probably where they should land. At the end of the day, that's how you hope you've done it right. So that's how I look at it.